there, Wargamers. Jstncloud here with another video. This one's not a Tactical Tuesday series. I'm actually trying to do a different series of videos, not necessarily going to be consistent with them with time constraints with working and going to school. But I would like to do something kind of like a quote what's on the workbench type of video. I talk a bit about some of the stuff I do for Brush for Hire, but I don't talk about a lot of my own personal models all that often. Sometimes I do in my videos like the Tau series. But what I am actually currently working on is a different story. Most of what I show you guys is stuff that's already painted. With that being said, in my free time, I've been working on these two guys. If you guys have seen, I'll put a link in the description below if you have not. I have one Contemptor already painted, probably painted earlier this year, maybe March or so, and I nicknamed him Big Blue. I really enjoyed the aesthetics of the Forge World model, so I decided to get a couple more, as you can see here. I have two Contemptor variants. My original one does not have the missile launchers on the top, and this one is a standard Contemptor, heavy support choice for Codex Marines. This is an elite melee versus ranged. So I will give you guys a quick view of what I got going on here. These guys are not quite finished yet, but this is just what I've been working on. Currently in the weathering process right now. Quick little plug, these bases you see are from Dragonforge Designs. Really like them. Sometimes it takes a little bit to get them shipped in, probably looking around 2 weeks, but dollar for dollar, very affordable. And let's be honest with you, I'm lazy. I don't like to flock and sand my bases. They look good, but these bases take a lot of the creativity out of it for me, and that sounds horrible, it should be creative, but this streamlines my process because I can paint the bases, maybe put a little grass on it if I need it, and they look cool. I don't have to actually create them myself. So the dollar investment in these, which they're not that expensive, I think this was probably like $3, $4, something like that, it's not that bad, was worth it. It's even more efficient if you're doing it for your basic infantry, probably about $1 a model, give or take, for your basic troops to get bases. So anyway, this is what I got going on. I think it looks cool. These decals are from Forge World. We had a campaign going at Brush for Hire using the Horse Heresy era models, and I wanted to get these guys done quickly. It's been a slow process, but when they are finally finished, I'm sure there'll be some photos up on Brush for Hire, and you guys can check out the final product. I'm hoping they turn out well. I have been toying with some different names for them. It's a little bit cliche, but I've already got the one painted, and I've got these two. And I was thinking of using Athos, Porthos, and Aramis. I think I got those pronounced correctly. That's the names of the Three Musketeers, and I thought that was kind of cool, but it seems like it might have been done before, so I wasn't too sure if I wanted to use those as official names for them, but it seemed kind of cool since I had three. This is the melee variant of the Contemptor, and as you can see, bring this one up here too. Their knee pads are decaled, so this one right here has the 2, and this one has the 3. My other Contemptor has a 1, so 1, 2, and 3. That's probably not the way they're supposed to be marked if you're going by the book, but I think they look cool, so that's what I went with. Anyway, this is the melee variant. I try to do some battle damage on him, some gunshot hits to his armor. I still have obviously a lot of work to do, but this is kind of the work in progress stages. Again, Forge World decals, Dragonforge base. I will tell you guys, one of the mistakes that I ran into on this model when I constructed is I did not pay good enough attention to the rules. And if you look inside his hand there, I don't know if you can tell what that is a flamer, and in this hand he also has a flamer. And if I recall correctly from the rules, this particular guy he takes a Stormbolter and a flamer. I believe he has to upgrade the flamer, but he doesn't get 2 flamers. When I initially built the model, it came with 2, and I was like, oh, awesome, I'm going to have a Dreadnought that's going to run around with 2 flamers and blah, 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 kill things. Not the case. So when I play him, I'll have to proxy and explain to my opponent, if they even looked, that he only actually has 1 heavy flamer. So I think that's pretty cool. Biggest selling point for the Contemptors for me, I believe they have 13 front armor, 12 side. Especially for the melee variant, a 13 front armor is much, much more efficient than the 12 on standard Dreadnoughts, 13 on the Ironclad, which isn't bad. They're very susceptible to grenades right now, and these guys, that 1 extra armor really makes a difference. Additionally, they have I believe it's a 6+ invuln in melee, 5+ invuln at range, which isn't that great, but gives them some survivability over the standard Dreadnought. Of the two, The Contemptor Mortis pattern right here is extremely expensive in points to field, but I do like him. He takes a heavy support slot, so kind of replaces the Predators and has a little bit more longevity or survivability. This guy clocks in a little bit cheaper, but melee variant, and I attribute some of his point cost probably to the fact that vehicles are very susceptible to death in 6th edition, so slightly lower point cost makes it a little bit less painful to field a Dreadnought that may not actually make it into melee. So, that being said, guys, this is currently what I'm working on with my personal models. Hopefully these will be done soon. You'll see some finished product images up on Brush for Hire. After that, I think my next project I'm going to try and do is to paint a couple of Crisis suits and my Farsight model that just came in. Very excited about the model. Got him on a Dragon Forge base as well, and I will get a work in progress video up of him whenever I get to it. So, as always, guys, if you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Please feel free to comment below. Let me know what you liked, didn't like, or what you'd like to see me do. Thank you for watching, guys, and as always, happy wargaming.